Good morning and welcome back to coldwaters.mod and welcome back to my 1984 campaign using USS Scamp. I have a horrible suspicion that this next mission is going to be one of those missions that I wish maybe I had not agreed to, except it's an order. So it's not like I can say no. Because we have to intercept a task force. I'm going to go ahead and load it here. Let's jump into the game. Yeah. Oh, there's the task force. Where's my mouse gone? Wretch. This is not what I wanted. Okay, that's fair enough. Well, that's not fair enough. I'm still moving. Okay. Yeah, we have to intercept a task force. In fact, let me just bring up the orders showing here. There we go. Right. Intel reports the enemy task force is preparing to sail from Murmansk for a patrol. Yeah, yada, 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 yada. Sink, basically sink as much as you can, including capital ships, and there might be some submarines. Yay. And, yeah, now capital ships. That may be a carrier, they may be cruisers, they couldn't really say. These missions can sometimes start off in a really obnoxious way where you're detected by enemy air assets right off the bat, so let's go for it.
On sonar, new rig ship for ultra quiet.
Okay, so right off the bat, I'm gonna drop my depth.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 249, designated Sierra 2.
And get my Todari out.
Make depth 656 feet, dive high.
Alright, there's going to be a lot of activity.
Con sonar, new contact bearing 237, designated Sierra 4. Con sonar, new contact bearing 247, designated Sierra 5.
I may not be able to get much speaky
Con
stuff.
sonar, new contact bearing 244, designated Sierra 6. Con sonar, Sierra 4 is classified as escort.
Yeah, I may not be able to get much speaky stuff done. Oh, hello.
Con sonar, Sierra 5 is classified as capital ship.
Yeah, that's a carrier. Okay, that will be my target then. My primary target. That means a lot of helos.
Con sonar, Sierra 6 is classified as capital ship.
Looks like it might be a resupply.
Con sonar, Sierra 7 is classified as merchant.
Okay, not disastrous. I am in the way of them, which is not necessarily great news. But at least I can fire and decide I've got to go somewhere else. So that there is that. Okay, well, this Krevac, how far away is it? 34,000 yards. I have to say, I have arrived in worse situations than this. But let's quick scan of air assets. So, 1, 2. Oh, okay. That's good. Just 2 helicopters. That clearly has got me suspicious as I'll get out. Right, and here's one of the, what's this? This is the cash-in. There's plenty of other stuff near the cash-in. There's 2 cash-ins. Udalopoy. Okay. A Kirov. Yeah, the Kirov is... it's worth... If we can tackle the Kirov, if we can sink the Kirov, that'd be really nice. 28,000 tons of As cruiser, I was thinking Kiev. Whoops. Okay, where's the cruiser? That's fair enough. And it's not going very quick. 16 knots. Yeah, wow, look at that. They are wonderfully lined up.
Dive at 700 feet. Dive I.
I think that's another helo on the way. Maybe not. Okay, alright. So, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to attack. But the question is, what are we going to attack? Well, the answer to that is everything. If it has a Russian flag on it, I'm going to try and sink it. But wow, if 26,000 yards, that gives me time to at least run away. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to fire 3 or 4 torpedoes pretty much towards the middle of this little collection of warships. And then I'm going to get a Moss.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra, Boar. Last bearing 2, 3, 5. Contact faded.
Then I'm going to get a Moss out. Now, this may not work, so I want to stack my torpedoes. So I'm going to have to try and be a little sneaky with this. Let's see. See, part of me is like, wait till they're a little closer, but I really don't want to tangle, if I can help it. I don't want to tangle too much with the enemy helicopters, because those guys can be nasty. And the more I'm indecisive, the Kirov is approaching me. They're not going to detect anything right now, so let's just go ahead and hope for the best. So we're going to get one out, I guess. Let's go ahead and do that.
Shoot 2-1.
One.
Aye, sir.
So this a little closer. 2.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
3.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
And for good measure, let's get a 4th one out.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
Right. I'm going to now crank on north, like so. And we're going to go to
Come right to 0, 0, 0.
15 knots.
Turns for 1, 5 knots. Maneuvering I.
Get those reloaded right. Okay, now we just have to basically wait.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 1, 5 knots.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Let's get my Moss out.
Con helm, steady course.
I see. Maybe I'm a little close for the Moss. A little far away even. Yeah, let's not Moss it. The reason why I'm keeping 1 torpedo left in reserve is if it turns out that they radically change course, then I have a chance of catching something else. With the 5th torpedo even. So yeah, let's
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 2, 3, 5. Contact faded.
going to go ahead and let them run out. So I will pause the recording, and I'll be back probably in not very long at all when they've detected me and I'm fighting for my life. Okay, I'm pretty certain that they've got wind of what's going on right now. I may be wrong.
Con
Let's look.
sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, they've
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 2, 3, 9. Contact faded.
some of them have slowed down. So I'm going to redirect torpedo 1 and try and go for the Kirov here. So this thing's going to remain in cruise mode. The other torpedoes are going to go. They're going to go live or passive. They're seeking the enemy real soon. But if I can hit this Kirov, I will. So I will slow down. Not just yet.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 5, bearing 2, 3, 4.
Take a quick scan. As
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 2, 3, 3. Contact faded. Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 5, last bearing 2, 3, 4. Contact faded.
I could do with turning a little bit more west.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 2, 4, 6. Make turns for 1, 0 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Okay, so I've reduced my speed to 10 knots, and I'm
Maneuvering. Making turns for 10 knots.
turning a little to port to go more.
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 233.
To go more westerly.
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 3. Con, helm, steady course.
That's to give me better ears on the target.
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 245. Sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 245. Contact faded.
I really want to be able to tell where Sierra 1 is this Krivac. Now I don't have a problem sinking the Cresta, because
sonar regained contact on Sierra 3, bearing 238.
wait. Yeah, Kirov. Kirov's still where it was. Okay. I don't have a problem.
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 245.
Come on, guys. Let me get a few words in. I don't have too big a deal sinking anything because they're all capable of dealing damage to me or sinking me.
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 3, bearing 238.
But I really want to tackle this Kirov. At least slow him down. If I can. See, he can do 32 knots. He's quicker than me.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 238. Contact faded. Sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 245. Contact faded.
So I'm maneuvering the torpedo a little bit further west. That Cresta, its role may be to be a bit of a shield and prevent the Kirov from taking a hit. That's still a very viable target. What's a P6 missile? What's that?
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 244.
Not a threat. It's a surface target missile. Is that a torpedo? Let's take a quick look. Yep, that is. Okay. So a lot of these have got capable anti-surface warfare weapons. The Kirov is on that list. You said 80s, bad news. Granite missiles. Let's take a look. I mean, its weapon system is called Shipwreck by NATO, so that sounds pretty mean. Okay, well, it can't tackle me unless I'm on the surface. What's this? Oh, okay. Well, that's bad news. Yeah, that is bad news. Okay. Can use data link. Yeah, I don't like that. And his range is... Yeah, that's
sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 243. Contact faded.
That's a mean weapon.
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 3, bearing 238. Sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 243.
The Kirov is walking right into a trap I've laid for him, and I'm very happy about that. I think it might be time to let this thing go live, but where are my other...
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 4.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Come on, go for the Kirov. Now, this is bad news. Let's just take a quick look. What are we seeing here?
Sonar, noisemaker bearing 227.
Yeah, that's not good. Okay, come on. No, go for the Kirov. You can't miss it. It's a humongous, great big cruiser. Thank you. No, Kirov. Okay, come on. I need you to hit the Kirov. You have to slow this bad boy down because... Thank you. I can't catch him. Might be time to get a Moss out real soon. But right now, these other torpedoes are...
Sonar, noisemaker bearing 231.
are not visible, so I don't know what's up with those. I'm going to guide torpedo 1 in manually because right now it's being dumb. It's being spooked by a lot of noise going on around it. So we're going to manually guide it in, and we're going to take a bite out of this this Kirov, because we like Kirovs. I'm pretty certain that that's going to hit, but I don't necessarily want to give up my sensor just yet. But I think, yep, I think we can. Hello, chumps. That's going to sting in the morning, lad. Let's see, is he burning? Ooh, the last time I saw a crack that... Oh, that's...
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 7, last bearing 223. Contact breaking up.
That was a handy explosion. So we hit 2 strikes. Okay. So I am happy with what's happened so far. We've damaged the Kirov. We're going to have to get another torpedo at it. Could get one. If yeah, let's just go ahead and get one off now. I think it's still capable of doing 18 knots at least.
Shoot
Do that.
Aye, sir.
I'm going to send the torpedo in the opposite direction for just a little bit of time, and meanwhile, let's take a look at these targets.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 4, bearing 215.
My Kirov's still got the best chances of detecting me, and right now it's not going to detect me. It may have detected that that torpedo launch, but I'm sitting pretty. There's one torpedo here that's a potential threat.
Torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Just east of the Cresta, but everything else, no, I don't think it is. And the sole reason why I'm putting this torpedo
Rig shift for ultra quiet.
south of my location is to keep them guessing as to where I am. That's my iced cold drink. Moving around. Oh yeah, they don't know where I am. That's good news. So there's a lot of targets to tackle, and we've taken one out, which is the Dubna, which I think is a Volkswagen product. It really isn't, but wrong answers only today, right? I was expecting a bit more of a challenge. I think the game kind of got me in a pretty sweet location. I mean, they're flapping around completely ineffective right now. Is he damaged? No, he's just listening for me. I think they're embarrassed. They have no idea what's going on. The Udaloy, which is sitting a bit low in the water, is that also hit? No. I think it's just the Kirov that's taken a great big thump to the side. Yeah, we're in a skipjack, guys. You'd be embarrassed if you saw what's going on. That, yep, it's got a Russian flag on it. It's a viable target. Okay, well, I have to say I am very happy so far. They still only have 2 helicopters out, and that's bad for them. Right, I think it's time to get some more torpedoes on the way, because got some juicy targets here. In fact, not the biggest juicy target. The Kashin is, the Crest is also a pretty tempting target. And he's still turning, but the Kashin and Kirov and Udaloy aren't. Can I catch this thing? I think with difficulty. I mean, it reckons we've got the range, but only just. So, but it might change course as soon as it detects what's going on. So I could get one out in this direction right now. Disappointing that my other torpedoes were completely ineffective. What about this Krivac? That's maybe more of a viable target. Or I can just sniper from a distance. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, so I think Torpedo 2 is destined to have a second bite of the Kirov. Okay, I am going to go ahead and pause the battle right now. They're not putting up as much as a fight as I thought they would so far, but that, of course, could change quite dramatically. Right, well, I'll be back in a couple of shakes of a mouse. Does that work? Okay, a little bit of time has passed. I've decided I would fire upon the Cresta Krivac cache.
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 196.
The trio of ships that are more or less directly south of me right now, the sort of eastern trio, and the western trio, I have one torpedo tracking down the Kirov. Now there's a helicopter sniffing around to the south of me, and I can...
Sonar, noisemaker bearing 165.
I can understand why, because of course the torpedo I fired came from my location. Now the Kirov, it's doing 18 knots and it's being pursued by this torpedo here. I say pursued, it probably doesn't know that it's being pursued. I gotta time this just right because this torpedo is operating close to its maximum range, effective range I might say. So
Sonar, noisemaker bearing 164.
That's the cache and taking evasive action from my torpedo. And I don't think it's going to matter.
Sonar lost contact. Sierra 4, last bearing 163. Contact breaking up.
Nope, I don't think it did. So that's another warship strike for me. So yay, that works. And yeah, I'm not exactly cutting through the bad guys like a knife through butter, and this helo contact about 4,000 yards to my south is a little disconcerting. I'd love to fire another torpedo or two at these two, but it will detect me. I really want to try and distract it by hitting the Kirov. Let's see, is this torpedo still doing great? I mean, it's got 9 minutes left to run. This Kirov is listing a little bit to starboard. I mean, it doesn't sound as healthy as it does normally. But yeah, this I got a torpedo with your name on it, Sunshine. And they still don't know where I am. I'd love to get another torpedo out at these two warships to my south. They are within reach. But I also will get detected. There's a good chance I'm going to get detected if I do that. They're going to pick me up. The Krivac is about the closest thing to detecting me right now, but even then, that's not great. The Kirov, maybe with its towed array, but right now it's traveling too fast. It's also being pursued. It's not going to be around for that much longer. And it's about the detection range coming up to. I can also disengage. That's really comforting to know. I think it's time I make Torpedo 2 active. So I've got 8 minutes running, or 8 minutes left on the counter. I'm going to let it run out to its active waypoint, which is very soon going to be here. I guess 1,000 yards, and it's going to be going active. And then it's going to pop to the surface and start the attack run on the Kirov. Once that's on the way, I think I can go ahead and cut the wire. In fact, I can cut the wire now, but I want to really see what's going on. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Let's reload that. We're probably not going to get to watch what's happening, but I'm going to go ahead and launch on this duo to my south. Let's select this one and fire.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
but immediately divert the torpedo to run behind me, because I don't particularly want to give my position away if I can help it. I don't want to divert it too far behind me. So, well, maybe... let me see. We'll run it at 1,000 yards or so behind me, and we'll start to track it south. Accelerate time.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
Okay, so let's go ahead and run it a little bit south. I think I want to get a Moss out. I don't want to waste one, but it's... Is it really a waste if it saves my backside? It will definitely distract them. Okay, let's leave it for now. Let's see, is this Kirov taking evasive action yet? Can we see my torpedo? No. We can't. So let's see if we can detect it this way. That's the one I've just fired. This is... not my torpedo. Okay. That's my torpedo. Oh. Hello, chumps. Alright, we'll come back to that in a second. I want to keep my eye on this one as well. Okay. Kirov looks like it's detected this. It's started to turn towards the torpedo, which is what I would do too. So I don't think it's going to matter. Which one is it? It's this one. I mean, that seems to be pretty like it's tracking. I don't think it's going to run out of fuel. I don't know how much fuel it's got left, but it should be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and disable the dashboard and let the torpedo run out.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 247.
Look at kettle this. Oh, you're kidding me. Did it blow up and didn't hit the target? Aww. I don't want to whine, but seriously? That's disappointing. Aww, I didn't get it. Dang. Oh, that's terrible news. I really wanted to get this guy. I'm gonna have to. I am the worst submarine captain ever. Right, fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get another torpedo out. I'm gonna get this guy once for all. But man, this is not. He evaded my torpedo. That's outrageous.
Shoot tube 3. Aye, sir.
Fine. I'm going to go ahead and fire another torpedo and we'll just give away our location. That's completely fine. Nobody minds. Meanwhile, we'll try and attack this Cresta one to the south. If this torpedo misses him, there's really not much I can do. He's not much I can safely do without giving away my location. So I'm going to go ahead and I guess pause the recording for a little bit longer and let this torpedo 3 in tube 3 run out and hope that I've got the legs to hit it. Man, we were so close. Kirov had a lucky escape. Well, that's what you get for being smug, David. Alright, I'll be back when there's something a bit more interesting going on. Okay, so we are watching my torpedo. I don't have many of these left. My torpedo tracking this, what is it, Cresta? Cresta? Yes, Cresta. So we dip under the surface again. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, the Cresta is dropping noisemakers. That's fair enough. But I still think I've got his number here. I mean, I hope so. A noisemaker right...
Sonar, noisemaker bearing 189.
A noisemaker right there is going to really hurt this torpedo's chance of hitting the target. But, hey, we may have just done it.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 6, last bearing 189. Contact breaking up.
That's some reward for potentially missing the Kirov, but that engagement is still ongoing. But thank you, took care of that guy. Right, so let's go back to us. Yep, we are still sitting pretty, and Torpedo 3 is still heading on the way to engage with this Kirov, and it looks like, yeah, it's operating at the extreme of its range. Okay, Sierra 3's turned back. That's interesting. This Cashin, he's still too far away. I'd like it if this Kirov would turn around, but that's not going to happen. Alright, I'm going to accelerate time. Let's see if we can catch it. If I'm reading the weapon data console on the bottom left, it looks like I've only got 3,000 yards to play with, but that's 3,000 yards assuming it's cruising, and it's not going to be cruising. It's going to be operating in attack mode, which it burns through a lot more fuel. So I've got to get this just right. And is that RTE, is that range to empty? And if that's the case, it's not going to reach. But we'll see. I've still got 13.5 minutes left to run on that timer. I could just hit it and hit 20 knots or 30 knots, but I will attract the attention of this helicopter that's behind me. In fact, both of them are now behind me. Oh, this Cashin's going to get in the way. He's a good lad, taking one for the team. I don't want him to, though. I want to hit the Kirov. What is this? Still a reasonable target. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I won't say no to taking out a warship like that, but come on, guys. You've got the Kirov.
Less than 50 feet below the keel.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah.
Passing 700 feet.
Okay, well that's not so bad. Guess we'll get my depth to 600 feet. Okay, don't get distracted, David. Come on. This thing is running away from me. It's not yet time to pop to the surface and attack, but I really want to tackle this Kirov. This Cashin, I could kill it, fine. And maybe I will, but I want to get this Kirov. I don't think the Kirov is mission capable, but that's not the point. I want to take care of it. It's a long chase if I have to catch it. Okay, Cashin's firing, dropping a torpedo towards Torpedo 3, so it's clearly detected my torpedo, and he was going to let the Kirov know, who might decide to change course. What's the Cashin's speed? 36. It's a fast ship. Kirov, it looks like it's running at half speed, give or take 18 knots. Okay. I mean, I've taken out 3. I've seriously damaged, it looks like 1. That's great, but I want to kill this Kirov. 6 minutes left on the timer. Let's accelerate time again. I'm going to have to get this torpedo right up its chuff.
Passing 600 feet.
Okay. My depth is 600 feet. How can this Kirov really be doing 18 knots when it's pulling away from my torpedo? This thing is right at the limit of its range. Okay, and that is a torpedo heading in my direction.
Come right to 331, helm aye.
2 minutes 40 seconds left on the torpedo.
Con, helm, steady course.
It's not going to do it. It's not going to reach. 60 seconds. Whoa, I'm not going to reach it. I'm going to whine about this now. I guess we'll watch the torpedo blow up. I am bitterly disappointed. And I think discretion is a better part of valor. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to disengage. Nothing is within close enough to actually attack me right now. I damaged the Kirov, I didn't kill it. This cash-in might be a fair enough second, but I just didn't kill it. I don't know. It goes against my judgment to just let it slip away. Maybe I just don't need to chase it.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra, 1, last bearing, 115. Contact faded. Con, sonar, regained contact on. Sierra, 1, bearing, 115.
Let's do it. No, let's keep my Todari out. I'm going to go ahead and chase it.
Come left to 272, helm aye.
This may not work. That's okay. Do I have more Mosses? I've got 2 Mosses left.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Actually, I want to be about 550 feet, I think.
Make depth 550 feet, dive aye.
I'm going to go for it. I mean, I've got nothing... Okay, that's not true. I've got stuff to lose, but I really want to get this Kirov. And if I have to deal with a cash-in, I will. So, here goes. I'll be back when I get detected and better be sunk.
Make turns for 20 knots, maneuvering aye.
What's the worst that happened, right? I'll be back.
Con, sonar, con, helm, steady course.
Okay, we have been chasing this Kirov for a long time. 64,000 yards, maybe? And these helicopters, they are way off over to the east. They've got to be running low on fuel. They haven't got a clue where I am. The Udaloy, we've now detecting its active sonar. But yeah, we are, you know, 5,500 yards away. In fact, we are so close. I suspect. Yeah. Okay, let's just try this. That's my view of him, more or less, and we can see him on the horizon. So yeah, he's just off to the left of the dead ahead. I think we're in a position that we're going to fire. So I've dropped my speed to 20 knots. I was doing 30 for the longest time, and I can still launch at 30 knots, at 20 knots even. Sorry, 5,000 yards. I'm gonna well, let's do this. So it looks like, yeah, I think I can go ahead and launch like this. Now I'm gonna lose the wire, but I think it'll be okay. I don't think it's gonna come back and track me, although it might.
Shoot 2-1, aye sir.
I mean, I should be okay if I stick.
Turns for 2
Yeah, great. I lost the wire immediately. I'm
Maneuvering
gonna drop my
turns
speed to
for
15.
15 knots, maneuvering aye.
Just in case.
Maneuvering, making turns for 15 knots.
just in case this thing circles back and attacks me. And if it does, I'm in a whole heap of trouble, and I'll probably just rage quit. Nah, I'm sure I wouldn't do that. Well, I might. Okay, let's I guess let's watch this torpedo do its attack runs. So yeah.
Torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
I'm watching it on accelerate time because I am. Let's see, my speeds, yeah, my distances increase as widened. I'm gonna get back up to 20 knots.
Make turns for 20 knots.
Right.
Maneuvering aye.
It's head to the surface, and it needs to circle back and circle round and attack, because now it's heading towards me. I don't like that. No, turn around. You're going the wrong way. There he is. Come on. You know you want to eat him. Thank you. Right. I don't know that it's detected it yet, but so we're just gonna watch it run in. So I'm gonna hit accelerate time. I think it has. I think it's detected. I think it's in range now, thank goodness. Well, let's just see if it actually manages it.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 284.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 5, last bearing 2.
Thank you.
7, contact breaking up.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar, regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 090. Con
Okay.
sonar, lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 090. Come right to 039, helm aye.
I would say that that is a successful mission. We've taken care of a number of enemy warships. There are 2 left. I don't feel like chasing them down across half the map. So I'm going to go ahead and exit the battle. We're able to disengage, so let's go ahead and do that now. Let's see how well we did. Oh wait, 3 warships escaped. My bad. A Krivac would have been nice to get that. A Udaloy. Yep, there's a Nasty, and I'd like to kill all those I can find. And 1 Kashin. But a Kashin, a Kirov, and a Cresta 1 got 1. And the Dubna 2. So we sunk 51,000 tons worth of ship. Did we get a medal for it? No, we didn't. Okay, I guess we didn't sink everything. Okay, well, that just about wraps up today's video. I did cut out something like 25 minutes of me chasing down the warship that I stubbornly wanted to take care of. I'm glad I took care of it, but that was in real world, that was a long time taking care of that warship. But we've given the Russians a bloody nose. This campaign is most definitely going in NATO's favor. So I'm optimistic that we'll be seeing the end game, the boomer attack mission soon, but not today. Thanks ever so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed this, and hopefully by the end of January 1985 we will have concluded this campaign and another successful skipjack series of missions. Go USS Scamp. Thanks so much everyone, take care. Goodbye.